Cameron Boozer is the best NBA draft prospect in the last couple of years. And yes, that includes Cooper Flagg. Cam Boozer in this particular game had 35 points and 9 rebounds on tremendous shooting. And he's one of those guys, and we'll get into the comparison later, but he can extend the floor on the 3 point line, but also get downhill and be a bully in the post. We just witnessed one play where he popped to the 3 point line, but here we get to see him pop to the mid range. Now, when he gets to this mid range spot, he could have taken the shot easily, but I feel like all game he had the key matchup and he had a size advantage against his matchup. So he took him into the post, and yes, he gets stuck. And no, this is not an offensive foul. He uses his elbow to turn and get a reverse layup. And this is convenient for those that just want to witness high level gameplay on the offensive side of the ball because we watched him from the 3 point line catch and shoot, mid range drive and bully in the post. And now we see a drive towards the lane. And we'll break this down further as he beats his guy off the dribble handoff action. He gets a kick out pass and then gets downhill. And I'm replaying this back because previously we saw him score off of the 3 point line. So his matchup actually overplays the closeout, giving him that free driving lane. Duke fed the hot hand all game, and they actually ran an isolation for him on the left side of the court. This allowed him to drive along the baseline. And the biggest thing to notice here is help side underneath the basket will eventually close down on him. So as we get to that point, he sees this, and his counteract to this, his counter, is spinning back towards the middle. So that is the open space on the court. He spins that direction. Now, the next thing we see is an open guy in the corner. He actually pass fakes to that spot, forcing the defense to rotate over there, allowing him for that one-on-one in the middle, and he scores on his own matchup. So a lot of distraction against the help side, but it's very effective and very smart and high IQ play by Cam Boozer. Another added element to his game that people undermine a little bit is that his ability to score in transition, but not only score in transition, push the ball off of a rebound. So a rim running forward in today's NBA would be most helpful, and he has that tool as well. Now, we just got a chance to see him a little bit out of his element, which was the transition scoring. That's definitely like a side piece to his scoring repertoire, but primarily he is this pick and pop, pick and roll guy. And we see a screen and a pop and just a pass over and a rescreen. This works out beautifully because it puts him in the dunker position on the left block. As his guard makes the play for him, he dumps it off, gets a dunk, and it's just an easy play. Cam Boozer is not somebody that's going to be blowing you away with his athleticism. More or less, it's about his physicality. And here, of course, another pick and roll, pick and pop situation. He gets downhill. He bodies him with that elbow move again. It's legal, guys. It's legal. He's allowed to do this. He will punish you inside. And you got to find a way to double him and get the ball out of his hands. Arkansas let this happen way too often and way too much in this game. 35 points, remember? Now for the player comparison that y'all been waiting for, and it's his dad, Carlos Boozer. And Cam Boozer is honestly him if Carlos Boozer played in a 3 point era. And obviously, in that era and that time, Carlos Boozer played where it was pick and pop, but he popped into the mid range more oftentimes than not, pick and roll and go seal and post up. Now, you see that with Cam Boozer for sure, but also you see the 3 point line discrepancy. And Cam Boozer is showing why this evolution of basketball is very important because scoring on all three levels, in my opinion, is very important and it stretches the floor, especially in an NBA league where big guys that can stretch the floor are played the most and most valuable. And so far through 8 games, he's averaging 22.9 points per game, which is sixth overall in the nation, 9.8 rebounds per game, and 3.9 assists. This is also with 38.7% from the 3 point line. Now, his only really big improvement would be the free throw line at 76.3%, but this shows why he could be the biggest threat coming out of this draft class. If you liked what you watched and listened to today, please drop a like, subscribe, follow on all socials, rate and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as that helps us the most. And remember, until next time, the film never lies.